what to do with women's frigidity. My name is Denisa and I'm an expert in the area of intimacy, relating and fulfilled life. In today's video, I will answer the question what to do if the woman is frigid, when she doesn't feel anything or much in the area of intimacy and she has no orgasms and so on. Well, this is a topic which is very heavy for so many women and men as well, because all of us, we wish to experience beautiful orgasms and much joy in sex, right? And what is this frigidity? Is it a disease or is it something a woman is born with? Can we heal it? Well, in my terms, there is no disease like frigidity. There is only experiences which lead to closure in our body, which may result in feeling less or nothing in the area of sexuality. There may be many reasons to this. For example, if the girl, like the small girl, grows up in an environment which is not positive towards sexuality. For example, she will hear her mother say, "Oh, sex, there is nothing for you to experience. Yes, it's something you just have to survive, and the man will get his thing, and it's not so long, it's okay," right? So, of course, with this type of mindset, there is very poor ground for having rich and fulfilled sexual life. Another reason for not having pleasure in your body may be experiences which are traumatic and cause closure to your body. And these traumas may be bound to sexuality, but they don't have to. For example, if your parents got divorced and you were very young, this was probably a very painful experience and you may react with closure. You may unconsciously lock your feelings and then your body is like a piece of ice. And as much as you manage not to feel pain, you will also not feel pleasure and joy because your body is frozen all the way, right? And this will transfer to sexuality. For some women, this painful experience is bound to childbirth. They may have gone through a difficult childbirth, or the experience after giving birth was not easy. And this will also affect the sexuality. And last but not the least, some frigidity is caused due to not knowing enough about how to open a feminine body. So what to do about it? In the first case, if not feeling enough or not feeling anything or even feeling pain is bound to lack of positive inspiration, lack of education and painful experiences in your life, you may want to open up your body. You may want to release the painful emotions which are locked inside and just free your body to experience pleasure. This can be done through many ways. One of them is working with body and touch. In women, there is a beautiful method called vaginal mapping, which helps to release the vagina to feel more in a very gentle and loving way. So it's really like opening the vagina to be alive, and this is amazing experience for a woman, not only for her sex life, but for her life as such, because this will bring her back her identity. It will blossom her identity. And this other topic of lacking education, how to open up a feminine body for pleasure, there is no one to blame, right? Because both men and women, in general, we are not educated enough about how to cultivate pleasure in our lives and in our sex lives. And for example, usual way for a man how to experience pleasure is that he will touch and massage and stimulate his penis, because in just few minutes time, this can bring a lot of pleasure to his body. And the male body warms up sexually much, much faster than feminine body. So the man, he just loves this experience and he wants to bring this beautiful experience to his wife. So naturally, he may want to stimulate her vagina and clitoris. And he thinks, and probably she thinks as well, after a few minutes, well, she should be aroused. And maybe she thinks, oh, he's trying so hard and he's doing so well, but I don't feel enough, I am wrong. Well, she's not wrong. The education in sexuality was wrong. Because how we open up the feminine body is by touching her all over, by touching her fingertips, her arms, her face, her chest, and doing this for a very long time, because the feminine body warms up gradually and then cools down gradually too. Yet the male body warms up much faster and cools down much faster. This is something we should have learned in ground school, the latest. But some of you may hear this information for the first time. Nothing is lost, because we can learn at any point. So it doesn't matter if you are 20, 30 or 70, you can still learn. And I saw people in their 70s just starting to explore their sexual life together. For example, they bought a massage table and they started to explore the world of massage and touching each other, yes? Because they never did it in their lives. When they were growing up, there was no such concept as sensual massage. So now they can start to explore something new. Maybe they have 10 more years together, or 20, or just one, but it's worth, like every day counts. So at any point in your life, you can start to explore your body and deepen its capacity for pleasure. And if you are with a partner, there is no need to blame each other, like the man blaming the woman, oh, you're so closed down, or the woman blaming the man, oh, you don't know how to give me pleasure, right? We as women, we are responsible for learning about pleasure in our bodies. And if you don't know yet, don't be sad. Maybe, ideally, you would have had a mother who would show you, yes? When you were a teenager, she would take you by hand and she would explain you about growing up into a woman. She would explain you about the feminine cycle, about the power and beauty of the menstrual cycle. She would explain you about your own body and pleasure and how to access very deep, blissful states all over your body. She would explain you about different kind of orgasms and how you can cultivate your experience so you can have those, right? And then you would be able to show your man how to pleasure your body. So this is the ideal scenario, but if it wasn't your mother or grandmother filling this role, you can still learn. And myself, I'm a guide. I've guided thousands of people over many years, and they could learn. Some of them were 30 and many of them were 50 or more, and they started to explore the beauty of their bodies, of their pleasure, and the fullness of their life. Because when you know the power and bliss of your own body and sexuality, this will enrich every other area of your life. This is my promise. If you are triggered to learn, you can check my website. You can check the events I offer in sensual holistic massage, women's circles, couples retreats. You can check the other videos I have here and many articles. You can subscribe to my channel for upcoming information. I will be happy to be your guide.